I did grow up in Sherman Oaks for a period of my life, but we played at Mondo Video A Go-Go, which was an old like cult movie video store in LA, and they did film pornos there, and they also had like Satanic Church on Sundays and that kind of thing. But they went out of business, and then we also did play like a release party for a porn once, but they didn't tell us what it was until we got there. Yeah, it was relatively uneventful, actually, but they did enjoy it. But we're from Long Beach too, you know, it's like South LA. It's pretty far south. You know, there's a lot of traffic in LA, so it's not like you're going up there all the time.
I think LA has like maybe a couple different like groups of music scenes or different groups of bands that like to play together, and we usually just kind of play with all of them.
And where we live isn't so definitive anymore because we live in a van, you know, basically. So we see all kinds of different music all over the place. I mean, the last two dates in Buffalo and in Cleveland, we played noise festivals with all noise bands. So it's like sometimes we're playing with those kind of bands, and sometimes we're playing with Cold War kids. Well, we try to create new stuff in the van. Sometimes we have like little Casio keyboards and that kind of thing. And I don't know, whenever we're home, like we just start working on stuff, or whenever we're
Sometimes backstage.
Yeah.
Time, hours to kill.
Yeah. Time before shows, and then, you know, every now and then we'll get a day off. And sometimes we'll try to find someplace where we can practice, or like just spend some time working on the lyrics or whatever.
Plus you got the 4-track this time too.
Yeah, I brought a 4-track, and I always have this boombox with me that I record stuff on. And actually been on this trip, I've been going through these tapes. I have tapes of like us practicing and work tapes from me playing at home. Just hours and hours and hours of music that I'm just kind of cataloging and like going through and seeing what we can make into songs. Usually I'll come up with something at home, like a skeleton for a song. Like I'll write something from a keyboard or from bass, and then we'll go and we'll practice, and then we'll kind of show everybody what my idea is, and then everybody comes up with their own parts and adds to it and makes it into a song. But for some of the stuff, like on our newer record and some of the stuff we're working on now, it's like a little bit more collaborative.
Okay. Let me just check.
There's certainly more of that business stuff than I anticipated, or at least more than you would want to think about when you're just creating music in a garage somewhere, you know. But it's fine. It's part of the job, and it's kind of interesting too.
It seems like we try to find out. We turn people we work with in more like friends, and even like it makes things easier and more enjoyable. So.
Yeah, like a lot of people that we work with are people that are just starting out in the music industry or have never worked in the music industry, but they did because, you know, we just wanted to work together on something, and we were all kind of working towards the same goal.